Ever felt like your presence alone seems to unsettle people around you? Like there's something about your spirit, your journey, that others just can't quite handle? There's a shocking truth about those who are chosen, those who carry a unique strength through the trials they face. This isn't just about differences, it's about a deep, almost magnetic energy that pulls reactions from others, both good and bad. When you walk through challenges, each one building your inner strength, it creates a light that some people can't help but be drawn to, or, in some cases, be unnerved by. Being chosen isn't easy. People sense your resilience, your journey of transformation. And for some, that's intimidating. It's not about you doing something wrong. It's about the path you're walking, the inner light you're nurturing. You're here to make a turnaround, to rise up, and that bothers those who can't quite understand it. But this truth, once you recognize it, becomes your greatest ally. Are you ready to dive deeper into why your very presence stirs such intense reactions? There comes a time in every chosen one's journey when they wake up to their own strength, a transformative moment that feels like stepping from darkness into light. It's not just a mental shift, it's a full-body realization. Imagine, after feeling pushed down by life's weight, you suddenly see that the very thing holding you down was teaching you how to rise. It's a revelation, like finding a hidden treasure within yourself. This awakening is when you truly start to see the depths of your power. Awakening isn't about acquiring strength. It's about realizing the strength that's always been there waiting. Each trial and setback becomes a brick laid to build something unbreakable. Think of it as waking up to a spiritual inheritance that's been with you all along. You start to see every difficult moment as a training ground, refining you. This shift opens your eyes to the power of your own resilience, which is far deeper than you once imagined. As this power shift takes hold, you become surrounded by a shield of spiritual light, like a protective aura that grows with each step forward. This isn't just about energy, it's a practical tool. Just as physical armor guards a warrior, this light deflects negativity. For those who've felt overwhelmed by others' doubts or harsh words, this shield becomes a sanctuary. Every moment of growth feeds this light, pushing away anything that drains your spirit. When you carry this shield of spiritual light, it's as if the things that once bothered you can no longer reach you. Toxic words, criticism, and judgment start to bounce off, having no place in your new reality. Picture this. Instead of shrinking in the face of negativity, you feel stronger. Your energy is too precious to waste on what doesn't serve you. This light is not just a shield, it's a statement that you're committed to protecting your peace. With this inner strength activated, you begin to separate your worth from others' opinions. The opinions that once weighed heavily now feel as light as feathers. You realize that each struggle was actually your teacher, pushing you to build boundaries that protect your inner peace. Life changes when you stop seeking approval. You begin to stand tall, knowing that your worth is non-negotiable and anchored within. As the chosen one awakens, they're empowered to recognize their true identity, not based on others' perceptions, but on their own inner truth. It's a journey that has brought you to a place of clarity where the labels and limitations of the past fade. Imagine feeling free from that old weight. This is the beginning of true self-awareness where your focus shifts inward. You become grounded, no longer swayed by the storms of others' expectations. This awakening is not a one-time event. It's an evolving journey. Every day, the chosen one steps more fully into their purpose, creating a ripple effect that influences their whole life. Like a beacon, this inner light attracts people, experiences, and opportunities that align with their true path. Each challenge faced sharpens this clarity, fueling the light that grows stronger. This isn't the end. It's the beginning of an unstoppable journey toward transformation. The chosen one's journey isn't a solo endeavor. They are supported by something far greater, a presence that shields and guides them. Imagine walking through life wrapped in an ethereal armor, a divine protection that's as real as any physical barrier. This isn't about wishful thinking, it's about knowing deep down that that something sacred stands beside you. Like a silent guardian, this divine protection ensures that negative forces can't penetrate. It's not visible, but its strength is undeniable. Divine protection doesn't mean there won't be struggles. It means you're never alone in facing them. This presence is a reminder that every battle has a purpose, every challenge a lesson. Consider it like an invisible hand, gently steering you away from danger or guiding you through it when it's unavoidable. Think of times when things could have gone worse, but somehow you were shielded. That's divine protection at work, subtly weaving safety into your path. When the chosen one walks in this protection, they feel a profound sense of peace, like a calm in the storm. Imagine facing turmoil, yet finding that inner calm, a reassurance that comes not from logic, but from a heart. This protection keeps you grounded, no matter how chaotic the world gets. It's a reminder that you don't need to fight every battle with brute force. Sometimes, faith is the greatest shield. Trusting this presence means trusting in a higher plan. Divine protection strengthens as your faith grows, like a muscle that becomes more powerful with each use. Many chosen ones find that when they surrender control, they actually gain more control over their life's course. Picture someone standing tall in a windstorm, unwavering, because they believe in this unseen strength. This isn't about pretending life is perfect. It's about knowing there's a reason behind every challenge. Trust in this protection means you can face anything. This protection doesn't mean avoiding life's tough moments, but rather having the courage to walk through them, knowing you're supported. Every chosen one faces tests that refine their spirit, like gold refined by fire. Divine protection is like a safety net, catching you when things get too heavy. It may not eliminate pain, but it helps you rise above it. Those who trust this protection discover strength they never thought they had, resilience that goes beyond physical limits. As the chosen one grows, so does their awareness of this protective force, guiding them even through shadows. Think of it as a lighthouse guiding ships in a stormy sea. Even in moments of doubt, that light remains constant, unwavering. It's a reminder that no matter how challenging life gets, there's a higher wisdom guiding every step. Those who embrace this protection find a courage that feels almost supernatural. Divine protection isn't just about safety, it's also about empowerment. The chosen one realizes that this armor of light doesn't merely defend, it emboldens. Imagine being so secure in this protection that you're able to step boldly into situations that once intimidated you. This protection allows for growth, for strength to multiply, knowing that every step forward is part of a greater plan. It doesn't stop life's storms, but it certainly makes them easier to weather. For many chosen ones, the path to freedom starts with recognizing the weight of past connections. Toxic ties often cling tightly, draining energy and clouding vision. Imagine breaking free from these bonds, like shedding old skin. This isn't just a symbolic release, it's a powerful act of reclaiming your energy. Each step forward becomes lighter, filled with renewed strength and clarity. When you realize that some relationships were built on manipulation or dependence, it's a revelation that hits deep. Picture the chosen one looking back, seeing how these ties blurred their sense of self. Breaking free is not about anger, it's about self-preservation. It's deciding that your light is too precious to share with those who only wish to dim it. This is where true freedom begins, rooted in the power of self-worth. Toxic ties can be deeply ingrained, often entangled with memories and emotions. The chosen one's journey is one of courage, letting go even when it feels tough. Imagine the feeling of cutting loose a heavy anchor, suddenly floating freely. Breaking these ties is a practice in resilience, a choice to protect one's spiritual light. It's about prioritizing inner peace over lingering attachments that don't serve growth. Freedom from toxic ties also means learning to guard against future drainers. Once you recognize the patterns, you gain the power to spot them before they take root. This doesn't mean closing off. It means setting boundaries to safeguard your spirit. Picture setting clear, healthy boundaries as a fence, not a wall, protecting your light. This isn't isolation. It's empowerment, a commitment to honor your own energy. Breaking free from past ties requires facing uncomfortable truths about those we once trusted. It's like pulling weeds from a garden, clearing space for something healthier to grow. Each tie broken is an act of self-empowerment, a declaration that your peace comes first. For the chosen one, this isn't just personal, it's spiritual, releasing anything that dims their light. It's a statement that they're moving forward lighter and wiser. The chosen one learns that some people enter life as lessons, not fixtures. There's power in recognizing when to let go and walk away. Imagine feeling the liberation of no longer being bound to someone's negativity or influence. This freedom is a form of resilience, a reminder that life is about growth. Every relationship should elevate, not hinder, and breaking free is a step toward claiming that freedom fully. Letting go of toxic ties doesn't mean forgetting, it means learning and growing stronger. The chosen one finds that even the painful connections taught them something valuable about themselves. Picture this journey like refining gold, the impurities removed, leaving only what's valuable. Breaking free is part of the transformation, a path that leads to a greater self. With every tie cut, they make room for the relationships that will truly uplift them. Once freed from toxic ties, the chosen one steps into a space of self-empowerment, reclaiming control over their own life. Imagine the shift from being pulled in all directions to standing firmly in their own center. This is the moment where boundaries are built and fortified. No longer is their energy open to anyone who wishes to take it. They recognize their worth, and they protect it fiercely, creating space only for what nurtures and uplifts them. Reclaiming power often begins with saying no without guilt, a simple word with profound impact. This no becomes a statement of self-respect, a declaration that one's energy is no longer for others' convenience. Imagine the chosen one declining invitations, demands, and even expectations that no longer align with their spirit. With each no, they are actually saying yes to themselves. This is the beginning of a powerful shift that transforms everything. Boundaries are more than barriers. They're acts of self-love, a commitment to preserving one's light. Picture these boundaries like a carefully crafted fence, not to shut others out, but to protect what's precious within. The chosen one learns to identify energy drainers and keep them at arm's length. They realize that protecting their peace is an essential part of honoring their path. Boundaries aren't selfish, they're essential to growth. With boundaries in place, the chosen one can focus fully on their path, channeling energy into their purpose without distraction. Imagine the productivity, the focus that comes from knowing who belongs in your space and who doesn't. Each time they enforce a boundary, their confidence grows. This isn't about building walls, it's about building strength, making space for what truly matters. They are no longer influenced by outside noise, only by their inner guidance. Reclaiming personal power is also about self-trust, learning to listen to that inner voice that knows what's best. Picture someone finally tuned in to their own intuition, acting on it without hesitation. This inner guidance becomes their compass, leading them away from distractions and toward purpose. They no longer seek permission to follow their instincts. With self-trust as their guide, they walk forward with clarity and confidence. In reclaiming power, the chosen one learns to honor their needs without compromise. Think about the power in taking time for rest, solitude, or reflection without feeling guilty. By putting their needs first, they fill their own cup, which ultimately benefits everyone around them. They understand that they can only give from a place of fullness, not depletion. Self-care is no longer a luxury but a priority, an essential aspect of living fully. With their power reclaimed, the chosen one radiates a new energy, an unspoken strength that others can't help but notice. Picture walking into a room with a quiet confidence that doesn't need validation. They no longer shrink or second-guess themselves. They stand tall, rooted in their worth. This reclaimed power is not boastful. It's authentic, grounded, and undeniable. They become a beacon, attracting only those who respect and honor their strength. In a world filled with noise and constant opinions, the Chosen One learns the art of silence. Silence isn't about inaction, it's a powerful stance, a choice to guard one's peace. Imagine finding strength in stillness, realizing that not every reaction needs words. By choosing silence, they disarm negativity and find freedom from the draining push and pull of others' expectations. This quiet resilience speaks louder than any words. Silence becomes a sanctuary, a place where the Chosen One gathers strength and clarity. Picture them withdrawing from chaotic spaces, not as a retreat, but as a means of recharging. In these moments, they connect deeply with their own thoughts, unhindered by the noise outside. Silence is where they find answers, a space that belongs solely to them. It's a refuge, a sacred pause in a world that rarely stops. Resilience in silence teaches that not everything demands a response. The Chosen One understands that energy spent on meaningless debates is energy lost. Imagine observing negativity without engaging, letting it pass like clouds in the sky. This silent power is a statement of maturity, showing that real strength doesn't need to prove itself. They've learned that silence can protect their peace, allowing them to conserve energy for what truly matters. Through silence, the Chosen One gains the upper hand, choosing to reveal only what's necessary. It's not secrecy, it's wisdom. Imagine having control over what you share, knowing that not everyone deserves access to your thoughts. By limiting their words, they maintain an element of mystery that draws people in, yet keeps them at a respectful distance. Silence becomes a tool, a way to establish boundaries without confrontation. This quiet resilience also allows the Chosen One to observe and learn, tuning into what's often missed in the noise. Imagine sitting back, watching situations unfold, gaining insights others overlook in their rush to speak. Silence offers perspective, a view that's both detached and profound. It's here that they find wisdom, a clarity that empowers them to act deliberately and thoughtfully when the time is right. Silence empowers the Chosen One to choose battles wisely, focusing only on those worthy of their time. Imagine being free from the need to defend yourself at every turn. With this quiet strength, they understand that some things aren't worth the energy to address. By holding their peace, they avoid unnecessary drama and maintain focus on their path. This isn't avoidance, it's prioritizing what truly deserves attention. In the end, resilience in silence becomes a powerful statement, an unspoken assurance of self-worth. The Chosen One's silence says, "I know my value without needing to explain it." Picture walking through life with a quiet confidence, untouched by external chaos. This silent power becomes a shield, a way to navigate life's challenges without losing one's center. Their silence is a choice, a tool of resilience, leading to a strength that's both unbreakable and serene. So, now that you've glimpsed the truth behind why your presence has such a profound effect on others, what's your next step? Will you continue to shield your light, or will you let it shine even brighter regardless of who's watching? Remember, every lesson you've uncovered here isn't just knowledge, it's a tool, a way to navigate life with greater awareness and resilience. The journey of the Chosen isn't about fitting in. It's about standing out, living with purpose, and embracing every challenge as part of your growth. Take this wisdom and let it transform how you see yourself and your path. Why stop here when there's so much more to uncover? If you're ready to dive deeper, check out our previous video, They Underestimated You, but the ending will leave everyone speechless. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're always connected to insights that will help you on your journey.